Hi there, this is Dr. Murphy. I am so glad that you chose to take this particular 12-week addictive thinking sessions with Sandy. You know, I thought that it was very important that I do this particular series for 12 weeks. And there will be sessions that you'll get in the morning and evening so you can get your mind from all this addictive thinking. You know, the enemy has used that for so long to have us get off track. That's why I've entitled this, It's Up to You. And it really is up to us to think the thoughts of God. I mean, it's a constant warfare. Look, Philippians 4 and 8 already tells us. I'm going to read it in the Amplified. It says, as verse 8 says, "But the rest, brethren, whatever is true, whatever is worthy of reverence, and is honorable and seemly, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely and lovable, whatever is kind and winsome and gracious, if there is any virtue, and excellence, if there is anything worth of praise, think on and weigh and take account of these things." That means fix your mind on those things. See, the reason why we can't fix our mind on those things is because we have so much warfare in our minds. As we begin to go through these morning and evening meditations, for you to think, for you to remove all the addictive, corruptible thoughts that the enemy and those that have been around you in your life or your challenges that you're facing on a daily basis, I believe that you can pull down the stronghold. As you begin to claim back your mind from the enemy, you have got to know that you've got the power and authority in your mouth to do it. And see, there's no little battle that we're fighting. It's a very huge battle. And the problem is that the lies that the enemy continue to tell us or that we listen to from others causes confusion in our minds to make us try to double think or wonder if they're really telling the truth or does it really matter what they're saying to us. And many a times we wrestle with those thoughts. But this first step that you're going to do, as I read in Philippians 4 and 8, you're going to pull down this strong man and you're going to think about the thing that is beautiful. You're going to think about the things that you know that is good, and those lies that have been told you and spoken over you where you feel like you always had to defend yourself out loud or do some type of action to prove that that's a lie or that you don't appreciate what's been said or done. This means that now you've given fuel to the fire of the enemy. But we have got to force him out by binding him in the name of Jesus and forbidding the lie, forbidding the people who continue to come around you and speak to you inappropriately to make your mind stay in shackles. You've got to pull down the stronghold. And yes, you know we're truly in a battle, and it is about mind, but you're not alone. Because there's so many people who are fighting that fight in that warfare zone. But we've got to make up our minds not to give up. We've got to make up our minds that we're going to tell Satan that he's a liar and there's nothing he ever has said is true, and that we pull down the stronghold by the blood and the cross of Calvary. And even now, as I speak to you, you are taking your mind back from the hands of the devil and speaking those things that are true, that you are strong, you are beautiful, and you can do amazing things, and the devil is playing stupid. Oh, now calm down so we can get into the true meat of our first week. Our first week topic, as we're talking about, it's up to you, is going to be for a topic of the week to begin. It's going to be talking about tending your own garden and staying in your own spiritual lane. And then we can strive, and then we can speak, and then we can hear, then we can pray, then we can trust. Because if we get out of those places, when we don't tend to our own gardens, when we don't nurture our own spiritual babies, we become weak and we believe the lie of the enemy. But this first week of meditations in the spirit realm, I'm going to give you a couple of assignments that you'll need to have, some writing assignments, and I want you to keep a little journal. And I want you to focus on where it belongs as it relates to your own personal life. So we're not going to preview over anyone else's divine plan and what they got. We just want to focus in on you because it's up to you. But we can cultivate. That means you're going to nurture. That means you're going to prune. And that means you're going to go in and take great care of your garden and your spiritual ways that you can't begin to do or offer to someone else when you speak. And so you're going to get that insight, because really many of us in our own eyes, We can only see certain things, hindsight, but we're going to be able to see greater in the spirit as we go through these particular meditations. But we want to cultivate, we want to trust God in what we're thinking in our minds, because we don't want to think above and we don't want to think beneath. We want to always have our heart and our minds tuned to say, Lord, thy will be done. I offer you my mind, my soul, and my body. And as we begin to do that, that way we can work on specifics and not be concerned with anyone else, but primarily what is going on with us. Again, this week is tending to your own gardens and staying in your spiritual lane. I pray that you'll have a refreshing as I begin to give you this first week message. This day morning message, I'm so excited to give you for what it is saying, and you need to stay tuned for part 1, which is meaning the morning meditation. God bless you for listening to this part as you prepare, because it's up to you. God bless you.